Hello, all my alloys out there. I'm Fixing Alloy 1 here, and welcome to today's movie review of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. First off, though, let's just go ahead and jump into it now. We are going to be talking about the plot. We're going to talk about middle, beginning, end, credits, all of that cool shit. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, or if you don't want any spoilers, this is your chance. Leave. Don't watch this video. Wait a little while. Come back. I'll be here. This video's not going anywhere. But if you're not worried about spoilers and stuff, get ready because we're about to dive into this shit. Now, this is the first time I've done something that's actually in theaters. But I cheated. I got the bootleg copy. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Now, when we do Alien Covenant, I'm going to give that the big screen review. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I just wouldn't got bootleg. It wasn't a bad bootleg either. Not encouraging you guys to go buy pirated DVDs or anything, but I mean. Anyway, so let's get into it. First of all, now I did catch on to Guardians of the Galaxy late. I saw the first one for the first time a year ago. In fact, it was a week before they did the first like fucking trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So that's how late I got into it. I loved the first one. So I was one of those people who was hyped for the second one, was hoping it would meet the expectations. Now, it starts out with them defending these special batteries for these really uptight assholes. You guys seen them in the trailer. They were gold. I can't remember what they were called. But of course, because stuff has to go down, Rocket in the end stole some of the batteries and they went after them. So in the process of escaping them, all their ships were destroyed by a little 1-inch man, according to Rocket. But it ended up being Ego, who is Peter Quill's dad, Star-Lord. So they went back to his planet. They left behind Rocket with Groot. It was Groot, Rocket, and Nebula stay behind because they had Nebula. That's what they got in exchange for defending the batteries because something was trying to come eat the batteries, I guess. It was a big monster, so I guess it was going to eat the batteries instead of stealing them. I don't see it selling them anywhere. But that was their reward for that, is they got Nebula. They were going to turn in Nebula for bounty on her head. But of course, their ship suffered a lot of damage. They ended up crash landing, and then Ego caught up to them. So they went back to Ego's planet, left Nebula, Rocket. I don't know why I forgot his name. Nebula, Rocket, and Groot behind. And that ended up getting them intercepted by the Ravagers. And then there was a mutiny on the ship, and they overthrew Yondu as the head Ravager, killed a bunch of people on the ship. Now, Yondu, Rocket, all of them, they ended up escaping, of course, because if they had died, I mean, that's like half the fucking main stars right there. Who's going to watch it anymore? They've got to be there for Infinity Wars. We need them. The Guardians, oh my god, I can't wait to see the Guardians interact with the Avengers. This is going to be great. Can you imagine this shit going on between Rocket and fucking Tony Stark? I digress. Back to the subject at hand. So they go to Ego's planet, which of course, if you guys know from the comic books, Ego himself is a planet. He's a celestial, what we would refer to as a god. So meaning Peter, Star-Lord, is half god. So they get to the planet, which is of course Ego himself, and right off the bat, um, fuck, why can't I remember anyone's names when I do a movie review? The green bitch. You guys know what I'm talking about. Green bitch was like, there's something going on here, I don't like it. And of course, because it's a movie, Star-Lord's like, oh, it's my dad. And, in the end, they were right. The whole purpose of him going out and making love to Peter's mom was to create a seed that was integrated with, that had his DNA integrated with it, something that could control what he called the light, which is what kept the planet alive. It kept him immortal, and we kept Star-Lord immortal if the ensuing battle didn't ensure. So the whole point of him doing all that is he did it across countless planets, and each planet he planted a small plant, a version of himself on that planet. So when he got his prodigy, when he got his child, who could control the light like he could, they can in turn take over the galaxy, make everything them. So everything in the galaxy would be dead. Everything, living, non-living planets, would all be an extension of Ego. Because in his search for life, he was disappointed. And there was nothing out there like him, and he felt that it was temporary. He's immortal, they're mortal, there's no point of them living. You know? Which, I guess if I was immortal, I could look at it that way. I mean, it's useless. I'm going to see these people for 100 years, and then I'm going to go on a million years without them. So, I'm not saying I would destroy the universe if I was immortal. I'm just saying I could see where he was coming from with that, why he was disappointed. Now, of course, he did end up loving Star-Lord's mom, and that was revealed at the end in the middle conflict because Star-Lord was going to go through the plan. He was going to go through with it and do this with Ego and take over the entire galaxy. When he let it slip that he did love his mother, he went and seen her 3 times. He knew if he went a fourth, that he would never leave, and his purpose would be gone. So he planted a brain tumor in her head to kill her. So when that information slipped, Peter, of course, fought back. The ensuing battle ends up. They end up blowing up the planet. They drill through to the core where the brain was at, Ego's main consciousness, and blew it up with a bomb and killed him. So that was pretty much the movie. Like I said, it's not. I'm trying not to be too spoiler ridden because you guys don't want to hear every detail of the movie. I'm just giving a quick rundown. Now, as a movie itself, as a sequel, it was awesome. Everything I wanted from the original, everything I liked from the original was there. Dancing Baby Groot started out the movie. Groot himself as a baby was like the most adorable, awesome thing ever. And it's cool because Groot as a being will remember the things that has happened to him before. So this newish Groot, the baby Groot, is going to remember the things from old Groot. But it's like he's still at that young age and he's still acting like a child. So he's like, he isn't kind of like comprehending it yet. So 90% of the situations where Groot isn't doing something he's not supposed to be doing, or they're trying to get him to do something, he's messing it up. So that was very enjoyable. There was lots of laughs. Drax kept the laughs coming. Star-Lord is like the way everybody interacts in the film is just so natural feeling. It's entertaining, it's funny. The way Drax plays off as such a stupid idiot, but he doesn't realize it. It's just all so blended well. The acting is phenomenal. But, I mean, every movie has its faults. Rocket, the whole movie, from stealing the batteries to fighting with Star-Lord to acting like he's better than everyone, was him trying to push everyone away because he felt rejected, because of all the shit that's happened to him in the past. He didn't want to love anyone, yada, yada, yada. Yondu had to step up to save him. And then it ended up getting revealed that Yondu never took Star-Lord to Ego because he discovered after abducting Star-Lord what was going on with all these other children he abducted for Ego and wasn't going to do that. So the stories of... So he said he kept him around for theming purposes because he could fit in small spaces no one else can. And that was his story. In the end... And I really liked this. I really liked how this went with the movie, even though it was expected. It was kind of like, this is going to happen, because that whole "we're your family" thing was like thrown around a lot in the movie. And I didn't like how that... It didn't feel natural. It didn't really feel natural at all. But yeah, they are a family. We get that. But they said it too many times. But the way they met it off was Yondu looked at Peter as his child, because Yondu himself was sold by his own parents into slavery. So I guess Yondu felt that connection with Peter. If he can connect with this light and Ego doesn't kill him, Ego's not going to love him as a child. He's going to love him as a slave. He's going to have to do what Ego says. So Yondu adopts him pretty much as his child, but he kept it unspoken. But there wasn't... Then once again, spoilers, Yondu does die at the end. He sacrifices himself to save Peter, and the process of doing it is that he's your dad. He may be your father, but he's not your dad. I'm sorry, I couldn't have been a better father to you. But I pretty much did the best I could, and I love you, and just a quick little, I love you as a son. And it was enough for Peter to realize, you know what, I went my whole life wishing I had a cool dad, and I did have a cool dad. I had a really fucking cool dad. And there was some closure at the end for Yondu with the actual main Ravagers. They came and they did the ceremonies that Ravagers would do at the funeral. They didn't forget them. And we got to see an ensemble of the original from the comic book Guardians of the Galaxy, which would be cool to see them in film, but I really like the way the Guardians are now with Rocket, Drax, and all of them. So I really don't want to see them change that. But, like I said, that stuff was predictable, but I mean, the action was dead on. Phenomenal. Like I said, the acting, the way they coincided with each other, interacted with each other, the comedy, it just flowed so naturally. The only thing that wasn't natural was all the family comments. So definitely would recommend seeing it. I want to go see it in theaters, even though I have it on bootleg. I want to go see it in theaters and get like the full-on movie, just so I could see it like at the Prestige condition. So yes, I definitely recommend it as a buy. If I were to score it out of 10, it'd be a 9.5 out of 10. The family was forced. I'm sorry. By the time, like I said, the only thing about that seemed natural was Yondu confessing, "Look, I abducted you. I treated you terribly, but I've always considered you my son. That's why anything else, all the things you did that I would have killed others for, I've let you live because I love you." That was the only part of the family stuff that wasn't forced. So when you force that much family ties, it's going to get on you. So 9.5, just because they forced family on us. But what did you guys think? Have you guys seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 yet? If not, are you planning on it? Or are you going to wait till it comes out on disc? Let me know. If there's a movie you guys want to see me review, I don't care if it's a 20-year-old movie. If you think I should watch it because it's something I would enjoy, let me know, and I'll share my information with you guys. And also, like I said, Alien Covenant drops 19th. Now, in my area, it's sold out until 7:30 p.m. on the day it premieres. I'll be at work. So it'll be the week after it premieres. We're going to go watch it. And the day I watch it, I'm going to upload that vlog so you guys can know just how good Alien Covenant is from my mouth to you. You guys know I'm not going to lie to you. I love all of you guys. I love my alloys because we're family too. Let's just force it. I'm your guys' like big brother that you wouldn't like follow into situations because I'm going to get you in trouble. That's who I am. But hit that like button. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Check out some other videos. It's not just all my ugly mug and long ass greasy hair from work sitting here talking to you guys. I have a lot of fun. I don't normally get on camera just because I know you guys don't want to see me. But check out the other videos. Hit that subscribe button. Stick around. I upload 6 days a week. It's fucking 6 a.m. I worked last night, so this is Unfixing Alloy 1. I'm going to go to bed.